with me.
A couple of months ago, I had a barbecue at my home, and I'd heard about this psychic, so I thought it would be fun to have her come and spend the day at my home with my friends, most of whom were skeptical, including myself. My father was here from out of town, he was here as well, and so she spent the day giving readings, and I found it very interesting. As soon as she walked in, the first thing she felt was my mother's presence, who I had just recently lost, and of course I cried right away. And so did my father. He was very blown away by the whole thing. I listened to some of the readings that she was giving, and it was really amazing to me to hear how accurate her readings were. There were tears of joy, there were tears of sadness, and it was quite intriguing, coming from me as a skeptic especially.
It's like, she's here, yes, she's here. And she's angry at someone. Somebody behave and do something she really doesn't like. She's very angry. And I think this person, it's not a woman, I think this person is a man. And she has a temper, by the way. She's, even there she has a temper. Usually they're very peaceful, but she's just angry at this person. And it's a man, she's angry at man. Okay, it's what she's telling, that somebody is very stubborn. And she was telling, when she was alive, she was telling this person to do, and she never, he or her, no, he never listened. It's like two people. One is angry, she's angry at. Is it son or husband? It's a man, it's definitely a man. And she is angry. At this person, she's really angry.
I don't know, did my sister want to die?
Yes, she was so much in pain. She was praying to die. She couldn't handle it anymore. But she's fine. There is no death. Please, don't cry. There is no death. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
She died in her sleep, so...
There is no pain for her anymore. But it was very hard last time. It was very, very difficult to come through this. Just don't cry about this. They're in peace. They're all in peace.
She was so right in so many ways. And she said my sister was angry, upset, annoyed with a man. She said it was her husband. It was totally, he'd been cheating on her for a year before she died. And my sister found out only because she found the negligee on the back of the hotel room door.
Oh.
So it killed my sister. And yes, she was ready to die. There was not one thing she wasn't right about.
There is money coming for you, and this is different when I'm looking. I have to tell you everything what they're showing. Sometimes it's not what you want to hear. So just don't judge me for this, okay?
Okay.
About something like excited, I wouldn't say. Good official papers coming for you. These papers will be very emotional, very close to your heart. I can't see what's inside the papers, but it's really make you happy. It is good something. You're expecting, and it is coming. You will receive what you're hoping to receive. This trip connecting with your relatives. And I think it's connecting with the child. It may be your child, it's some person who is much younger. Shall I continue? I'm sorry.
She said that we would be taking a trip soon, and it had to do with the child. Nobody knows this, but Make-A-Wish has granted my child a wish.
Oh.
Why they don't show me your husband so clear? Kathy, I'm asking.
Because I'm thinking about divorce.
Because I don't see him in your life.
Yeah.
It's not a pain for you. I don't see any pain. You're just completely strange. I don't see connection. Sorry for this, but I think it will come smooth. For you, it will be quite smooth. I don't see any pain. You will be more worried about your nephew. but I don't see any pain about your husband. I don't see him in the future. That's why I ask you. I don't see much.
Something like that?
Well, she didn't see my husband in my future. And that's a strong possibility. She was right in so many ways. She was really good. I'm so shocked. I think she picked up on the distance between myself and my daughter as well. Wow, I'm shaking.
Would you talk to her again?
Oh, yeah. I had a reading with Yana about 2 months ago, and I wanted to come back and give an update of some of the things that she had told me about in that reading. First, I can't say that I was skeptical, but I've never met with anybody like that before, so some of the things that she told me I found very interesting. The first thing is, Yana told me that I would be taking a trip with, it revolved around my son, one of my children. And I kind of laughed at that inside because nobody would have known that except for me and my husband. And normally taking a trip would have never ever happened. My son was born with multiple disabilities about 9 years ago, and so taking a trip was very difficult. But Make-A-Wish has granted my son a wish, and we will be taking a trip. So that was the first thing that I found very interesting that Yana had told me. The second thing that she had told me was that we would be coming into some money. And I kind of laughed at that because nobody I know would give us any money. In these hard economy times, people just don't have money, and it would have been nice to have some money. So the company decided to give bonuses this year, and shortly after meeting with Yana, within a few weeks, my husband received a check for over $11,000. The biggest thing that I walked away with was that I had such a peaceful feeling. She put me at peace with things, especially when she was telling me about my sister's death and my grandmother, and she described both of them to a T, like they were standing here in the room.
And she's told us some new things, that there's a spirit that is particularly hateful that can't come in the church but is in the area. The spirits are sent here because they don't accept their deaths and they have unfinished business. And she's spoken in a way that puts an interpretation as to why it's here.
And dance with me.